seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found. His tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw is Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leo Chanel in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Here's Hardman to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Mahomes on to give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Off play action, Tannehill. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Phillips now from the end zone. That he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down carry for Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action, it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down about the 23-yard line.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Harold Landry, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Amari Hooker. Well, time is certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
And you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll get this down to the 38. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Henry again on second down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. From 57 yards out. Bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Like